morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning back in to A Unique Perspective. I'm so excited to be chatting with you today because I have a major announcement. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably already know Instagram, Facebook, most of my social medias, you know. But if you don't, your girl is a licensed realtor. I am licensed in Virginia currently, but I do plan on being licensed in Maryland and DC to be able to serve those areas too. So I'm super excited. I really just took a leap out on faith and I've started something new. And as you know, starting new endeavors is never easy, and there's a little bit of anxiousness that come along with it, but don't worry, we'll get into that. So basically, a couple of people have reached out to me asking me about how I got started in real estate, what steps I took, and things like that. And so I thought it would be a good resource to just make this video for other people who are thinking about getting into real estate, and explain what I did, how I got started, and how I passed my exam on the very first try. Okay, I know a lot of people are like, the exam is so hard, I did not pass. It takes people a couple tries, like sometimes. Most times it does take more than one try, but your girl passed on the first try. So I'm going to be letting you know how I did that. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. All right, let's get right into it. So if you're wondering what made me become a real estate agent, if you don't know, I was furloughed back in March from my dream job. I work in catering sales. I work with brides. I'm helping them book their big day. And it is my favorite job ever. Like, I love catering sales. But I've been furloughed since March and I am not expected to go back until January. And then those who know me know I am Miss Keep a Job herself. Like, I have never just sat back, relaxed, and like chilled. Like, even in undergrad, I was working jobs from my sophomore year through senior year. So I just don't know how to like sit back at home and do nothing. But the reason I chose real estate is because I was watching one of my best friends, Becca. Shout out to Becca. We were on the phone and she was like, "Have you watched Selling Sunset?" I know, don't judge. And I was like, "No, I haven't watched Selling Sunset." So I binge watched it that day. And one of the characters, Christine, was like, "Yeah, I took Adderall and I studied for 3 months and now I passed the exam." And the girl is making 6-figure commissions. You hear me? Like, she's living her very best life. And I was laying in that bed watching her and I was like, I could do this. I got the personality. I know how to sell some things. I could sell some homes. Why not? Why not me? So literally the next day, I told my husband, I was like, I think I'm going to study to be a real estate agent. And he was ecstatic. Like, Eric was so excited and supportive of me. Like, we talked all night about it. He was just so excited. And like the next couple of days, he was like, I really can't wait for you to be a real estate agent, because he's in real estate as well. He's like into wholesaling. And then it just made perfect sense because I love to do everything with Eric. Like, that's my best friend. So it's just really cool to have things in common and talk about. And in the future, we'll be able to work together on future endeavors. So E. Davis Real Estate Company coming to a city near you, wherever we go. But so yeah, after I watched Selling Sunset, I just went online and looked up real estate classes that were accredited. I just looked them up. I went on DPOR, DPOR, whatever, and just made sure like the different schools that I was thinking about joining were accredited, and that when I finished, I would be able to apply and get my license. So I ended up going with Real Estate Express because I really wanted to be self-paced. I knew during COVID we couldn't really be in office. So Real Estate Express is self-paced, it's online. It is required for you to do 60 hours. So they just track you based on like how you're doing your work. You have your laptop open. So it was really easy to just go at my own pace. It was really thoroughly detailed. There's a lot of information. Like, I didn't realize how much information went into real estate, but it makes sense. So if you had apartments, if you had homes, my mom has rental properties, and she was the agent when I was younger. So a lot of the stuff did kind of make sense. I'm not gonna lie, the math is what tripped me up. I've never been good at math. So I used to sit here and be like, Eric, I don't know how to do this. Like, what does this mean? And he would help me. But I really put a lot of emphasis on things I wasn't good at. And then when I got to the test, it was maybe like 3 math questions. It was crazy. But I knew how to answer all them James, okay? Because I studied. So Real Estate Express was great for me. If you are interested in Real Estate Express, drop your email below because I can send you a referral link and you'll get 35% off. And you know, we all about the discounts. Do what's good for you. And so they had like different packages that were involved. And I chose the 2nd tier for Virginia. My friend Becca, she ended up signing up to get her license, but she's in Texas. So it was a little bit more expensive and a lot. There's like different regulations depending on which state you're in. So all that to say, your experience might not be the same as mine, but Real Estate Express was great. They had a lot of practice exams at the end. It did take me about, I want to say like a month and a half to finish it. They usually say give yourself like 3 months to do the entire process if you want to hurry up, but you do have up to a year, I believe, once you sign up for your class to finish it. So you don't have to rush yourself. I know people have full-time jobs. If I wasn't furloughed, I don't know if I would have ever even signed up for real estate. So I guess that was like the rainbow at the end of like after the rain. There we go. I don't know them little sayings, whatever. So while I was studying for my exam, I started interviewing brokerages. So a lot of people think you apply to other these brokers, but really it's like the other way around. They're basically wanting to join you because a percentage of your commission goes to your brokerage. So it's really important that you find a brokerage with a great broker. That's like the person who's head of your office. They're going to be one of your biggest resources when it comes to asking questions, contracts, what to do, how to deal with clients. And so it was really important for me to find a brokerage that had a great training program, because for me, I want my hand held like in the beginning because I want to soak up as much information as I can. I kind of don't want to just be thrown to the wolves, get started, and go off on my own. I wanted a lot of guidance. And so I interviewed Long and Foster and then Keller Williams. There are so many agents with Keller Williams, like so many. And I hear amazing things, but that just wasn't my experience. I didn't connect with the lady I talked to. I didn't find our vibe and our personalities to really mesh. And I didn't think it would be the greatest environment for me. I could have probably reached out to other brokerages and offices and see what they were talking about. But first impressions really go a long way. So my first impression wasn't that great with her. So I moved right along. Like I was one and done. But then I interviewed Keller Williams, and they were so professional, so detailed, so sweet. I just had such a great experience talking to them. It made me feel confident in them. They knew exactly what they were talking about, which made me feel confident in myself. And then they just had me reach back out to them when I was done with my exam. They were like, yeah, when you finish your online class, they'll help me apply for my actual real estate license. And I was like, great, they're just gonna help me along the way. So I finished my class at the end of August. Like it was maybe like August 30th. No, it was before August 25th because I went to Chicago. So mid-August, I finished my class, and I really could have taken my exam like the 1st of September. I had told myself I would take it the 1st of September, but me being me, I got nervous and started second guessing myself. So I said I was going to take the whole month of September to study. And that's what I kind of did. I studied every day, but a couple hours every day. But like I said, there's so much information to soak in. So I just kept taking the practice exams until I was getting hundreds, or not hundreds, until I was passing them all consistently. Because if you take your practice exam right after you've taken it the first time, it gives you the answers and you kind of have it memorized. So I had to make sure I understand the concepts So I would go bounce around the different practice exams. And then the week of my exam, I actually went on YouTube and looked up. I watched a lot of prep agent videos, and those videos were so helpful. I actually don't know if I would have passed my exam on the first try had I not watched those videos. The vocabulary was amazing. And so I believe Prep Agent actually has an entire course. And if I had found them beforehand, I probably would have went with them just because the few videos I watched online were so beneficial, like just beyond words. People in the comments were like, oh, I watched your videos, I passed, and that's exactly what happened to me. Because you really need to learn the concepts, because the actual exam is no joke. It was not formatted in the way that I had been practicing. So like the way the questions were formatted, they kind of trick you up. Like you could have like two answers that seem like, okay, it could be this or this, and you just never know. Well, you have to know. So I would definitely look at prep agent videos and go back and do that. Oh, and I want to go back on this. So when I said I interviewed brokers, I watched YouTube videos on questions to ask brokers before I sat down with them. So with that being said, I would go on YouTube, look up some of those videos just to have some questions to ask them and be prepared and be as detailed as possible. What was important to me, like I said, was resources. So like for me, I joined Long and Foster. They have a lot of training classes, assistance. There's like a whole virtual place where you can watch videos, how to do any and everything. And then they have training classes. Like I've been in training classes, orientation classes since I've joined the company, and that has been so beneficial. I'm like learning all of the details, the minuscule details, before I even get started with the clients. So very, very, very excited about that. And one thing I want to say is a lot of people are hesitant to take a step out on faith. Like, we'll sit around, think about it, talk about it. If it's one thing I would give you advice about, is to just do it. Like we Nike up in there. Just do the things you're passionate, or not. You don't even have to be passionate about it. Like you just never know what God has in store for you and what favor He has in store for you, unless you do things and take a leap on faith. For me, I had no idea want to do real estate or like it as much as I did until I just did it. And I'm glad I didn't sit around and wait and talk about it for several more months, several more years, because you just never know what's waiting for you on the other side of the door. Like my t-shirt says, favor ain't fair. Like faith-based journal company. I'm talking about Bible company. Faith-based journal company. I'm gonna tag it. If you watch my other videos with Diamond, you will learn about the start of this company and how she just took a leap of faith and started this company because she took a year of like different Bible verses that just really helped her get through the year. And this t-shirt really resonated with me because if you watch my previous videos, you know how I've been on my fertility journey for 2 years now. Well, it's about to be 2 years. Me and my husband have been trying to conceive. And there's a lot of days where it seems like that's the most daunting thing, where that is like almost overshadows all of my other accomplishments. But it's just like God opened doors for me that I didn't even ask Him to. Like He moved me in a different direction, has me focused on different things. And I just really feel like success is on my agenda, like His agenda for me, because of the way He allows me to move, the way He brings people into my life. Like my friends, all of you have been so supportive when it comes to any and everything I do. And I think that's one thing that allows me to be able to take these leap of faith, because I know I have people behind me and in my court and in my corner who are rooting for me. And that is so important, like to have people rooting for you. I know my friends want the best for me. They always are talking about how I'm going to sell these $1 million homes, how they're so proud of me. And I love that they speak that on my behalf, because I'm not always thinking that far. I'm not thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sell $1 million home. Like, I'll be happy selling like $300,000 homes, anything. Like, I just want my first client, but they see so much in store for me. And it's just great that because they speak that over my life, and I'm so appreciative for it. So sometimes it's just better to start and worry later. Last night I watched a live with Diamond and Diamond. It was two diamonds. I will tag them. And they talked about how finished is better than having something finished is better than to just keep trying to do something like complete. I'm gonna have to get the actual quote from her, and I'm gonna insert it here. But basically, completing something is better than perfection. Like, you don't have to keep and wait around until you have all your ducks in a row. You can get started on whatever task you have at hand. So now that I'm off that soapbox, we'll get back to it, guys. I went on that long talk about faith-based journal company and did not tell you that they are dropping their journals and launching them for tomorrow, Friday, October 30th at 9 a.m. You will be able to purchase your faith-based journal. So we previously, in the other videos, you saw some of her merch. But if you haven't, please go check out her website, which I'll be linking, and go make sure you pre-purchase your journal. I am so excited. I cannot wait to conquer 2021, and I'll be writing down all my goals, my aspirations, my manifestations for the year in my journal, okay? Because I am faith-based and I know I got something in store for me. So please, like I said, go follow Faith-Based Journal Company on Instagram. Check out her website and make sure you. That's really how I got started. What I did right now, I am working on branding myself. So I invested in Canva Pro. I set up a photo shoot so I could have professional headshots done. I planned out my social media posts for like the month. And I think it's just good to have organization. So right now I'm going to be doing real estate full time, but hopefully in January when I go back to work, I'll be a dual career and I'll be selling homes and selling my wedding venue. But that's really all I have for you. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram if you want to stay updated with my real estate journey. It is E.Davis Real Estate. And I'll tag it below, but I will be posting different helpful resources when it comes to real estate information. You know, I'm all about transparency in the journey. So if you want to see more videos on how I'm going through this journey of real estate, please let me know. But like I said, like, subscribe, share. If you have friends who are talking about getting into real estate, please share this with them. I would love to be a resource and love to talk to them. You know, I'm here for whoever needs me. So with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to chatting with you in the next video.